Hey guys, this is Andy here, and I have a Pokemon Wi-Fi battle, and it is a pretty good one. This one is versus Dave, so looking at my team, you can tell I made it in 5 minutes. It does have a Fire Water Grass course, so it is competitively viable. Now, I predict Dave is going to lead off with his Rotom, so I lead off with my Choice Specs Rotom, but my Choice Specs Rotom has a catch. It doesn't have much, it speed creeps but down, so I can lose speed ties against other Rotoms, so I can get the Volt Switch uh advantage. But the Sav database one that I was using, it didn't have Volt Switch for some godforsaken reason. So I have to use Thunderbolt. I didn't know this. So I Thunderbolt the Celebi. It's not that bad, but I really would have liked the Volt Switch. I can go into Heat Ran, and so I didn't have to use this whole turn. So right now, I know that was pretty risky because it could be the Nasty Plot set, and he could use Earth Power, but I know that a good battler wouldn't send in a Nasty Plot Celebi this early in the game, so I'm kind of thinking that this is the bulky set. And I later found out that I'm correct later in the battle, as you'll see he has some awkward moves. So now he's going to send his Tyranitar, thinking maybe he can do something, but he can't do something because this is a freaking Heat Ran, for God's sakes. So, Heat Ran can set up Stealth Rocks. By the way, it is a 252 HP, 252 Special Defense Calm, so it's a Special Defense one, and it is a beast. It is by far my favorite Heat Ran set. So now I'm going to send out Seize Horde to get the switching advantage. So I'm just going to go for the U-turn because I know that this is the standard set, because most Tyranitars are. Now, I know he's probably going to go for the Fire Blast, so I'm going to do the only logical move and switch into Heat Ran. This may seem kind of dumb in hindsight, but not in hindsight. It could have been dumb if it wasn't the standard. But I know I could take it. I know I can outspeed it, and I know I can kill it with Flamethrower, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to roar it out, because I'm going to use Roar because I'm predicting the switch. I know that Tyranitar is dead no matter what to the Stealth Rocks. So I use Roar on the Rotom, and I was like, yes. But then the stupid Tyranitar comes in. So that's just going to put me up 5-6 real quick. The Tyranitar is only useful for putting up rocks. So now he's going to send out his Rotom. So I really don't have anything. So I'm just going to sack my use my Rotom as Death Fighter because it's not really usable now that I find out that it has it doesn't have Volt Switch. So he's gonna kill me with a Scouting move, which is a really horrible idea. You really shouldn't do that because it gives your opponent a huge advantage. I can see what he switches into. I see that he switches into this Landorus, so I'm gonna switch into my Skarmory, which gives me that huge upper hand because there is nothing a Landorus can do to a Skarmory. Unless it's a weird special set. So I'm just going to whirlwind him out of there because I was predicting a switch. And I get this Celebi, which is not that bad, but I don't really want to take damage on my Skarmory, so I know he may carry the Hidden Power Fire. So I'm going to switch out to Heat Ran real quick here. If you've never tried the Special Defense Heat Ran, I really recommend it because it is just a great set. Especially if you need a Stealth Rocker. And it's really good for the Fire Water Grass course. I always use Heat Ran when I'm making a non-weather team. I don't really make weather teams, so use Hidden Power. I was expecting Hidden Power Fire, but I'm assuming it's Hidden Power Ice, but I don't have 100% to prove it, but I'm going to assume that. I have seen like Hidden Power Rock on Celebi before, so I've seen it all. He goes for the Thunder Wave, outspeeding me because the Special Defense Heat Ran doesn't have any speed EVs because it doesn't need them. So I'm just going to roar him out of there. I should have gone for the Flamethrower in hindsight, but this was a little bit what I was doing right here. So he sent out this Caesar, and I'm thinking, oh god, I'm not going to be able to live a superpower. I'm pretty sure that it's choice banded, but it could be. I know it's not life orbed. And maybe it's Choice Scarfed, but because that's becoming a pretty popular set. I live with 6 HP, which is pretty cool. Look. Oh, and wait, never mind. He takes a Life Orb damage. I just noticed that. Okay, that's pretty cool to know. It was probably a swords dancing set. I did not see that during the battle. It doesn't matter because I kill him, and now my Heatran is pretty much dead. I don't really need him for anything because he can't take on the rest of his special attackers, which would be this Rotom. He can't really take him on, so he makes a huge mistake right here, and he kills me with a scouting move, which is a horrible, horrible play. It gives your opponent such a huge advantage, but I do break this rule a few times in the battle because I have to. I mean, it's good late game, but if you do it mid game, you could get swept. So I'm going to send out Scizor because I know he sends out this Reuniclus. And that's going to give me a huge advantage because Reuniclus can't do shit to Scizor. And now I'm going to get him down to U-turn. It doesn't kill him, which Scizor's U-turn in Reuniclus is like a calc that you should have implanted into your brain, which is like what I have. So I'm going to send out this emo pet because I kind of need him. I need a free switch in. I'm going to go for, he goes for the Focus Blast. I was kind of expecting to die because I don't have any special defense EVs, but I do live it with 54 HP, I think. No, 54 after lefties. So I get my lefties first so that I know I'm faster, which I wouldn't doubt a Skarmory's speed over that, but it's just good to know sometimes. I go for the Brave Bird. I'm going to take him out right here, and I still live despite the recoil. I don't really need Skarmory anymore. The Landorus is really the only thing I need it for, and I know I can beat it because I do have that Mienshao. But if it comes to one-on-one, I don't know if I could beat it. But so he does it when it goes for Hidden Power Ice here. But I thought he was going to go for the Volt Switch thing again, but. So he takes out my Skarmory. He took out 3 Pokemon with his Rotom. Specs Rotom is pretty cool. I suggest you give it a try. Especially if you have a hard time against rain teams. You start out with that sucker. So now, I don't know if it's Choice Spect or Choice Scarf, so I find out here. I find out that it's Choice Specs because my Mienshao outspeeds it. And by the way, this is my first time using Mienshao, and it's a freaking boss. I love it. I don't really like that hidden power, high jump kick can hurt you, though. I don't really like that. So now he's going to sound as bulky. And maybe he thought that I was like a sword stance set because I didn't lead with this, but I'm just going to go straight for the U-turn. And that is going to be a one-hit KO. And I do break my own rule, but it is late game, so it is 100 complete safe because I know he only has one thing to switch into. So now I'm going to send out my Celebi. I'm pretty sure that this is the Choice Scarf set of Landorus. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So even if he locks himself into U-turn, I won with Mienshao. If he locks himself into like Stone Edge or something, I won with Celebi. And he locks himself into Stone Edge because that was his highest chance of winning. Maybe he was hoping for a crit or something, but it's not going to happen for him. There was no hacks in this battle. I was really happy about that. It was 100 completely, 100% fair. So this is getting towards the end of the battle. I hope you like this new quality. I really like it. I think it's a great change, and people who have clear mics, I prefer to watch them. I don't really like the people who sound like they're on the phone when they're narrating, because that's just not fun to watch. So, thanks. Like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends. Bye.